Welcome home, Bitcoin truth seekers. It is Tuesday, June 28th, 2:51 p.m. here in the Arizona desert. As always, BitcoinDailyView.com got some stuff for you there. All right, interesting day in the market, interesting day in the world. Let's check it out real quick. Great little article over here. I will stick it in the live chat. You can see it over at Zero Hedge also. That's where I found it. I can summarize it all basically. The White House needs to end its embarrassing, petulant war on U.S. oil. And it just breaks down basically how it's just not good for the economy right now to be on so many different levels, to be taking, America used to be energy independent. Now we're not. Now we seem to not like oil, but yet we still do use it. It is an amazing, very, very short article on, you can really see how, not the Biden administration specifically, but just the collective West, the leaders they don't make any sense. All I can think of is that they are probably doing their best to implement the Georgia Guidestones as quickly as possible. And this article makes a good case for that. What are you doing? Okay, also, Goldman Sachs changes Coinbase's rating from neutral to sell. Not the biggest deal in the world, but if you have funds on Coinbase, good time to put those on a hardware or software wallet or something like that. I definitely have a lot of crypto and USDC and Tether on exchanges because I'm a trader. I'm active in trading. But I do know that it is worth the trouble to keep a lot of your stash off of the exchanges. And I've actually gotten to the point recently of, on a daily basis, actually, rolling my money off of a hardware wallet to the exchange to trade and then pulling it back off when that trade closes, because we're in the midst of a lot of shenanigans. And I never thought that Celsius would have the problems that it's having. Some other yield bearing, interest bearing companies for crypto. Yeah, I could see that. I understand them having problems, but never quite thought that Celsius would have the issues that it's having. I think it'll pull out and be fine actually in the end, but still, regardless, it definitely has affected confidence now and in the future for some time. So, Goldman Sachs changes Coinbase's rating from neutral to sell. The article basically says it's just because, or not, it's just because, but it's because of the market volatility. So anyway, Coinbase, what happens if they freeze, withdrawals or something like that? It's a time to be wary. It is a time for hardware wallets. If you are an active trader, for heaven's sakes, put your money on the exchange, trade, pull it off, or at least make sure that you are risk managing how much money you have on exchanges. Maybe spread it out across a few exchanges. That's kind of one of the ways I protect myself, is I'm trading on several exchanges. That way, if one goes potty, well, I only lose, at least there's some risk management involved. Finviz, very, very good site, finviz.com. As you can see, the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P 500 all just pure, straight up dumped today. That did not help Bitcoin whatsoever. But Bitcoin actually, in comparison, has compared to other days, Bitcoin, well, S&P 500 dumped. It has kind of held up pretty darn well, which makes me wonder about possibly a bottom for Bitcoin. This is the S&P 500, and one of the things that you kind of see noted here, like in this article, the White House needs to end its nonsense. If you can see it here on Finviz, S&P 500, this is the S&P 500 stocks right here. The ones that are in the green right now are energy. Look at that, and not because of this dude. This dude here, and it kind of makes a point where, not to pick on him, personally, but the idea is that he's kind of been doing the, big corporations bad, and it kind of sounds more like Bernie than, I don't know who he is really, but Biden. It's kind of sounding like Bernie. Just the Wall Street is bad, and these oil companies, and and also they want to win their war, supposedly, this proxy war. The collective West against Russia, by doing this ridiculous thing that G7 just talked about, where they were like, we're going to cap oil prices. So we're going to say no one can sell oil for more than this, so that gets us out of this situation. And all the nations, oil creating nations, are like, no, that's stupid. We're not going to do that. And they're like, and a lot of the political commentary on it, geopolitical commentary, oil industry commentary is like, no, G7, you can't tell the world what every country can sell oil at and cap it so that the collective West doesn't go broke. So anyway, it's just this complete out of touch stuff, and really this kind of war on petro is just not. It's just not good for us. So one of the reasons why I mention this is, this crap here and the proxy war that we have going on with Russia, with the BRIC nations, like in the collective West and the BRIC nations. Look at the S&P 500. Here's the result. But who's not red? Who's in the green? Energy. And who's trying to make sure that that goes to the red also? This dude. But also all the EU leaders, Boris Johnson, Gloria Vander Crazy, all of them. They're all trying to, like I say, Georgia Guidestones, Google it, okay? That's their plan. I cannot see what else it is. So, crypto truth seekers, Bitcoin truth seekers, let's get wealthy while the world burns. Okay, so looking at Bitcoin, not Bitcoin spot price, but oil spot price today. U.S. oil spot is the ticker, $110. It's been cruising up recently. It got above the 50 moving average. Now it's challenging the 20 WMA. Looks like we're going to keep, this is a big one to watch. We got 4th of July weekend. Let's see how this fuel price, oil per barrel, let's see how that rolls as we roll into this weekend. Dollar strength index, DXY, in the green today, moving up above all important moving averages. S&P 500, pure potty. Surprised it did not open with a gap on the daily chart under all important moving averages. Tech 100, red candle, dump today under all important moving averages. Gold in the potty today, silver in the potty today. There ain't no safe place on this planet except maybe Bitcoin. So here's the thing. Sorry about that. Bitcoin trading volume today, 2 billion, basically 2.1 billion. That's really awful. We want to see at least 3 billion for Bitcoin nodes to be making to be doing anything. Need at least 3 billion for the market to be alive. It's not. We have a very, 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 very low Bitcoin trading volume, at least 3 billion, and recently more about 3.5 billion for the market really to be doing something. I'm surprised Bitcoin is holding as well as it is today, especially with the market in general going potty. Maybe this is a good thing. Cryptometer.io tends to say right now we're at 3.5 billion. It's a little bit more optimistic, but still, I think Bitcoin trade volume is probably more accurate. We're under 3 billion. It's not a good day for volume. Looking at the top 100, we've got who's in the green today? Well, we're mostly in the red today. We have some green, which is kind of cool to see. BitTorrent, BTT in the green, 11% up. I like that. Terra Classic, USD, which is a USTC, it's 97% up. It was up over 100 earlier, and 1 inch right now is up 14%. It's been doing great. We'll look at those real quick on the way out. All right, we'll keep this moving. I know we've all got things to do, so I'm gonna keep this rolling, trying to make these things shorter. The big exchanges today are a mix of green and red, but really not positive, not much volume right now, not seeing a whole lot. Binance US is up 40% for some reason, and regular Binance is up 5%. That's pretty nice to see. Coinbase Exchange, at least, is not in the red, up 0.4%. KuCoin, 10%. Some of our big players are up, but in general, very low volume. Luckily, at least we're in the green for a couple. The biggies. Looking at derivatives, you want to be at least 50 billion for a good day on Binance. For the leverage longs and shorts, we're at 45 billion. 1.550 for a good day. 60 is better. 70 usually rocking. Definitely volume for spot and for Bitcoin. Pure potty today. Not too sparkly. Looking at longs versus shorts. 61% long, 38% short for Bitcoin on Binance. Not bad. Nice long bias. Are for Ethereum, 54% long, 45% short. Long bias there too. I like seeing the strong long bias for Bitcoin on Binance. That's where the most volume is, and I like seeing that. It's good. It has not quite been that way for a couple days, so boom, we got some long bias. Now, looking at Bitcoin, probably thinking finally, looking at Bitcoin. what I like that I'm seeing here for the Bitcoin chart is actually, you know what? I'm not liking anything about it. Yeah, I'm going to take that back. It sucks. So anyway, the Bitcoin chart, our 45-minute chart, we were rocking a little while ago. It was wonderful. It was wonderful. It was good. Very, very good day. We have, what's this thing doing? Oh my gosh. That chart's freaking out. 1 second. See if I can save this. Here we go. BTC USDT. Yeah, the Bitcoin chart, like I say, it was great. We had this beautiful run up, just for fun. You can kind of do a channel here and you can see, I mean, we were doing, quite well. Nice upwards channel. All was well. We were above the 200 and the 314 for a while, but we dumped hard and we made a challenge, the 200 moving average. We did not keep it. We've been dumping hard. If you do want to check out a very vertical indicator, look for Candles by Sam. That is on TradingView. And one of the things here is that when you see the 3 yellows, that means 3 consecutive downwards candles with no uptrend at all. And when you see the purple ones, like you see here, if you can see, I'll nix this upwards channel. You can see like 1, 2, 3, so 3 or more, it will show you. And usually these are very, very bullish when you see like there's 3 in a row, there's 3 in a row, there's 3 in a row. Oh, it's really, really great. Everything's working well. Little dip. Oh, got some purple candles. Then boom. So really, that sucks. That kind of got a lot of people off guard. And so anyway, Bitcoin below the 200 moving average in the 45-minute chart with some downwards velocity. The indicators, if nothing else, it would appear that we see maybe with the stochastic RSI that we are oversold, and the at least the directional index is beginning to ease up a little bit, and the ADX is going up. And also we do have 1, 2, 3. We do have some consecutive upwards candles. We're getting, which are purple. Let's see what happens. But in general, this chart's crap. Bitcoin's not happy. Let's see if we can get a retrace. On a good note, I mean, one thing we can look at that I'm kind of happy to see here, one good note about this chart is this. We are hanging out. Oh, sorry about that. A little bit of lag here. My GPU is challenged for some reason. I do not know why. We are kind of hanging out where there has been some previous support and resistance in the chart. So this definitely could be, a spot that we bounce. So we'll see how that rolls. But basically, let's go to a daily chart. And woo. Sorry guys, my computer's just weird today. I'm gonna go like this to a daily chart. There we go. Daily chart on a good note, still have a positive MACD. Histogram might start closing negative, but right now it's still hanging positive. That's actually very, very bullish, the positive MACD. And then the daily chart. How about the 3-day chart? How's that doing? Still very, very negative. All right, so get back to the daily chart. Let's nix the MACD there. Let's pull a bunch of time in. Let's actually go to a 3-day chart. And like I say, something I've been looking at for quite a while here is this. Going to a fib sequence, fib retracement. Like, there we go. Boom. Boom. Look at that. Bam. All right. This is interesting. This is actually really kind of brings me a lot of joy. I'm going to actually do a copy chart image. I can't. Sorry. Let me actually not do that. Let me do this. Let me say copy link to chart. I'm going to put this in the live chat. You might want it. So here, check this out. This fib sequence has been very, very sticky. It really works very, very well. It has really stuck to the price action, improved itself over time. This is starting the Fibonacci sequence back in the middle of March of 2020 when we had that visit to 3K. Been moving up ever since. Well, kind of moving up. Here's the deal. We really were trying to keep this 618 for a while. And I thought, anywhere in the 618 golden pocket, if we bounce good. I mean, great. And you can see here, we actually did wick down to the bottom of that 618 golden pocket. That's just wonderful. I was thinking, okay, cool. Now we're moving back up. We really tried to hold it. Well, of course, dump. We lost it. And also, we were kind of riding that 314 moving average, the purple one here, the blue one, and it was great. I thought, okay, we're going to challenge the 20 WMA. Great. But anyway, as you can see, we dumped. But check this out. Are we kind of playing with previous support and resistance in the chart? Maybe not in this time frame. But check this out. We wicked down into where? Can you guys see this? We wicked down to here. Actually, you can see this little that line right there. That's that previous support resistance in the chart. So we're playing at a place where there's been previous support resistance in the chart. It has existed. A little bit of historical precedence for that. 786. 786, like I've mentioned before, if you can't make a 618 golden pocket, okay, fine. It's a 618 is a great place to retrace. 786, that's a really great place to retrace. So if that wick to the 786 was our dump, and Bitcoin's not doing that bad today. When you look at the S&P 500, it's not doing that bad. So if this wick was our, was our potty, was our bounce, was our bottom, that's really not a bad deal. That's not a bad day at all. So let's see how it rolls. I mean, this is a cool thing. I mean, it's not a bad chart. It kind of sucks if you rode Bitcoin down. I mean, some of my hodl I definitely kept in there and wrote it down. Should have known better. I did it. Anyway, here we go. So, and you can see the 786 here. Actually, if you go way back here, we do have historical precedence for that. We really have. It has been sticky before. It has been support before for Bitcoin. So let's see what happens. Definitely a 786 bounce would be great. Now, if we go below the 786, then that's uncool. That's not great. I mean, if you do a .382 bounce, that's all right. .5, respectable. Good spot to do it. 618, rocking. That's a good spot to bounce. You gave a lot back. 786, awesome. You gave a lot back. Now it's time to bounce. My favorite bounce is a 786 bounce. I tend to find those the most powerful bounces quite often. You've given a lot back. You can expect a nice run up as long as all is looking good. We do have a daily MACD, which is positive. That's nice to see. I think we can pull this off. I think it's very, very good. Good chart. 786 is a great place to bounce. It's like a little kid with his rubber ball, just bouncing it off the floor as hard as he can. This is awesome. If anybody had a super pink bouncy ball when you were a kid, that's what it's like. It's like bam, and just boom, goes into orbit. This could be a great place to bounce. If we drop below it, well, that's okay. I have a side job digging irrigation ditches. Anyway, so 1 inch versus USDT. Here's the thing. Kind of a strong chart. We're above the 200 moving average. I like that. I got some good indicators going here. KRI is about to turn up, I think. Stochastic RSI shows oversold. Binary candles are a little weak, but they're a little weak. They're weak. Squeeze indicators showing that maybe we're done dumping. Directional index is in the green. ADX is in the right spot. So, I mean, 1 inch versus USDT, it has done quite well today. If we kind of do like fib this sucker out, you can see where like go here, boom. I'm gonna watch this thing and see maybe the 200 moving average is right here, just below the .5 fib level. This is a lot of pump. I'd imagine we're going to retrace a bit. We already kind of have because we got way above that RSI cave on the 45-minute chart. So this is interesting. Let's actually do a real quick 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart. Here's the thing with 1 inch. Okay, here's what I want to what I point out here is this. On the 4-hour chart, we broke the 200 moving average. We came back down. I'm going to see if we can actually get support above that 200 moving average in the 4-hour chart. That's going to be darn powerful. I'm going to actually I'm not going to focus on the 45-minute chart. I'm going to go right here and say 1 inch crossing the 200 moving average on this 4-hour chart. If it actually does that, then that's great. I'll actually look at this thing and maybe hop in there. But I really want to get some confirmation of support above that. Then we can look at other time frames. But I think 1 inch definitely, it has given a lot back. If we look at it, 1 inch versus tether. And look at that. This thing has been giving it back for a while. And that's what I like to see. I love a long, soul crushing downtrend like that. Below the 200 moving average, on a break, boom. 4-hour chart, very, very powerful. Let's see. Whoops, look at that. It just crossed. So it's kind of flirting with it right now. Let's let's see what it can do. I want to see some confirmation and some time spent above that 200 moving average. Maybe I'll hop in at the time if other indicators look good. If we could get a hard push and a break above that 314, that would be pretty darn rocking. So anyway, 1 inch definitely one to watch. US USTC, weird one, like USTC. USTC, okay, is Terra Classic USD. That's what we saw. That was kind of rocking like crazy. So USTC, this thing ran up. It's got a strong looking chart. I mean, bam. There you go. Power of the blockchain education trading methodology. We had this blue diamond merit badge. That was a 203.14 cross within like 2 to 3 candles or one. And bam, moving up ever since. Bam, looking good. 45-minute chart. Love it. SME binary candles in the green. Squeeze indicator shows that we're kind of cooling off. Directional next is right. Index is in the right spot. KRI is green, but cooling off. Stochastic RSI shows maybe it's about time that we got an upwards tangent, started to move up again. Maybe we've given enough back. This indicator down here, we're far from the 200 moving average. I like seeing that. The one thing I would say, let me take a little bit closer look at this thing, is so this is the 8 moving average right there, the red moving average. We kind of got away from it. Now we pulled back to it. We're kind of still too close to the top of the RSI cave there. Yeah, I'm gonna let this guy retrace for a while. I'm just gonna keep an eye on this thing, and let's see how it rolls. I know this is kind of a crazy way to do the fib level, but I'm gonna go like right here at the 200 moving average, right when I made that blitz and started really moving. Keep an eye on this thing. 236 bounce wouldn't make me too happy. I like to see it come down to 382 or the .5 or something like that. Let's see what it does. Let's keep an eye on this thing. Definitely the indicators are showing it needs to chill a little bit, but kind of hard to tell. When you get this kind of momentum, it's hard to read the indicators. Trade at your own risk. Terra Classic, definitely pumped. Does it got more pump in it? I'm not going to trust it unless it retraces a little bit more than that. If I miss out, I miss out. It's fine. LUNC, just so I keep my stuff straight here. LUNC. That is, it's not Lunch Money. It's Terra Luna Classic. A lot of Luna stuff going on here. It just went nuts. So LUNC versus BUSD. That's where I kind of charted it there. You can find us on a good number of exchanges. This thing is hitting a retrace now. It pumped like crazy, but it kind of like Icarus, it went too far. It got way above, kind of above the RSI cave there. Very far from the 8 moving average right here in the red. 45-minute chart, very powerful time frame for things. I'm just going to watch it. We got some serious pumps. I mean, look at this. Got this nice, the Sam's candles there. Got some nice 3s in a row. Positive candles. Let's see what happens now. This thing probably is going to retrace. On a good note, where can you play this? LUN BUSD. You can get it on Binance, of course, but how about LUN C USDT? You can play that on KuCoin. Good place to do so. How about USDC? Can you play that one? On KuCoin also. On Bitfinex, USDT. Also, what about LUN C versus BTC? Where can you play that? Bitfinex and BitGet. Screw those exchanges. Let's see. USDT. How does it look on KuCoin? The same, really. All right. So anyways, one to watch, guys. Just one to watch. Let's see how this thing retraces. You can play it on KuCoin. You can play it with BUSD over there at Binance. It needs to retrace a bit. Something needs to happen. I ain't getting into it yet. But I like keeping an eye on these things because these are the great coins. I mean, if this guy here could do something like, let's just do it from like right here, make a fib retracement. This thing kind of came down and did like a nice, like nice .5 or something like that. That'd be wonderful. 200 moving average is down here at the 786. I mean, this thing could actually maybe give a lot back, and come all the way down here. It's like the 786, and to make a bounce, that's kind of close to 200 moving average. Maybe the 200 moving average might get up to there by the time it comes down. Anyway, one to watch. I tend to avoid chasing these things like this. But just still, let's watch. It may have a lot of energy left in it. We wouldn't want to let that go if we can make some money off of it. So retrace little LUN C, retrace little USTC, 1 inch. You just keep on working on making us some money here. That was the 4-hour chart. Go back to the 45 real quick. Yeah, I'm going to keep an eye on this one. Here is my favorite. We're going to see what this thing's going to do. I think we might be in the right spot. Watch the indicators. Yeah, in directional next. Let's watch everybody here. The stochastic RSI is in the right spot for this thing to move back up. I definitely think this 1 inch run today might have some more energy left in it. I don't really see why not. So a little bit of a risk, but like watch out, because where we are right now on the 45-minute chart, which is really my most favorite chart, but still 4-hour, very, very powerful. Watch out. We pumped past that 200 moving average. We came back down to it, and now this is where we could definitely find support, is the 4-hour 200 moving average. Let's see if we can get support above that. And then definitely, I think this could be a radical play, the 1 inch. I'm not even sure what 1 inch is for. I don't know. I don't even know, but I know it's an important thing these days and whatever. So with that said, everybody, remember, for every Bitcoin Satoshi you own, a piece of shit globalist cries, and let's just keep them crying. I'm really impressed by Bitcoin today. I think that with the S&P 500 so potty, and the Dow, NASDAQ, S&P 500, all of them just dumping today, really, this Bitcoin chart does not, well, it looks pretty damn awful, but to be honest with you, in some ways, it's not looking too bad today. If we get very specific, like today, we're not looking too bad. And if you do look, we got 1, 2, 3 purple candles by Sam, good indicator to use. And we are hanging out, and we've got some previous kind of support and resistance here where we're bouncing. Definitely possible. We did wick down to that 786 on the daily chart, that big fib level that I've been working with. That seems very, very sticky. These indicators, stochastic RSI says time to turn up. Let's see what happens. That 200 moving average on the 45-minute chart is way up around like 20,975. This thing could crank to 21,000 in a second. We got to find support back above there. That's going to be awesome. If we can get a bit of a run here, we definitely can have some alt magic like what 1 inch is doing, and Luna C and US, whatever the thing is, USTC, whatever that's doing. Anyway, guys, it's a great opportunity, great time. Watch out. A lot of crazy stuff going on right now. We're coming up to a holiday weekend that I think could be cataclysmic on some levels. Be careful. People are amazingly unaware of a lot of things that are going on in the world today that they might find it's going to be normies versus reality. And I think this weekend could be, as this week progresses, could be a crazy one. You just wait until like the boomer grandparents go to Costco and there ain't no hot dog buns. They're going to be rioting, Don't want to see grandpa go nuts. So anyway, guys, remember, very Bitcoin Satoshi one, like I said, piece of shit bank, globalist, piece of shit banker, globalist, whatever cries. This is the peaceful revolution. We're going to win. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm really happy with Bitcoin. I'm really amazed it didn't dump harder with the markets today. But that's just today. Who knows what's going to happen tomorrow? So far, we're pulling a little bit of green, a little bit of Sam's candles, purple. Let's see what happens.